with Friends Podcast.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Crashing with Friends Podcast. Today, we've got Connor Hobbs.
What's up?
Brian Lehman.
Hey.
Kyle Hobbs.
Yo.
And myself, Jackson Brayman, your host. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the show. We definitely could use more subscribers if you're watching it. So let's go ahead and kick right into this week's episode. Connor, how's your week going?
It's been a pretty good week. Like and subscribe. Nothing really going on that's crazy. Just games, some movies, some TV shows. But yeah, nothing crazy, man. Playing Diablo IV today with the boys. Just the beta, but
yeah, got to play a little bit of that today. Man, that opening cutscene for Diablo 4 is awesome.
Graphics are really good. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a good week. Fish tacos, made that for the first time yesterday, and then made this dessert, this like magic bar dessert stuff. That's pretty good.
Nice.
I think you've had it, right, Jackson?
Magic bars?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're great.
So yeah, highly recommend those. But yeah, that's about it. Nothing really crazy.
That's good. Brian, how's your week going, man?
Oh, pretty good. Not a whole lot going on. Just working every day, hanging out with the kids. Got a little 3-month-old at home, so, life's a little crazy now, trying to balance video games and holding him at the same time. But Destiny 2 seems to put him to sleep fairly well lately. So.
Have you gotten like the thing that where it just straps the baby to your chest and then you can have both arms free?
No, I just gave him looks a little awkward, but as long as I don't drop him, everything's fine.
Be ashamed to drop the baby.
Yeah.
Kyle, how's your week going, man?
It's pretty good, man. Went and played disc golf today. Didn't shoot very good, but just got out there experiencing the weather. It was fun. Playing with Bo Kane over here.
Shout out, Bo.
Shout out, Bo.
Shout out, Bo.
Shout out, Bo.
Here with us in spirit.
Yep. Like and subscribe. But yeah, just playing more Hogwarts Legacy. We're recording this on a Saturday, but tomorrow, from what I heard, I think tomorrow's the first episode of Succession. For the new season.
All right.
So I'm pretty stoked about that. That comes out on Sunday nights, I believe. Other than that, man, just watching more of that Love is Blind show with Rachel.
What is that Love is Blind show?
This is you get matched with somebody and you have to marry them on the spot without knowing what they look like or anything, just by a matchmaker.
Huh.
But there's so many of those kind of shows on
You should join one of those, Jackson.
Yeah.
I could probably go on Love on the Spectrum.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
Jackson,
There you go.
I don't think you're autistic.
I'm very sure.
I think you're artistic, but not autistic. Not by any means.
They usually both go hand in hand, just saying.
He's right.
That's true.
Just saying.
Right.
You put the awesome in autistic. Or
That's exactly how that phrase goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really all that's going on in my life, man. Yeah. What about you, Jack? How's your week been going? Oh, also, shout out to the Lakers. Been watching them a lot. We just got 300.
500.
This is Sparta. No, we just got up to 500. Finally, we've been under that, that even mark the whole season. We have 8 games left, and we finally hit that mark. Hopefully we
have 8 seed. So if we can continue to just win on out, then we're playoff bound, baby.
When this episode comes out, we'll have played the Bulls. Hopefully, we'll have beat them. But yeah, now that's all that's going on in my life. Yeah.
All right. Well, my week has been all right. It started to pick up once I got towards the weekend because I was able to buy Resident Evil 4 Remaster.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that game looks insane, dude. It looks so good. I don't know. I wish more remasters would be like the Resident Evil series, you know, where it's like, okay, we're just going to really overhaul the entire game
Right.
instead of just like what GTA did with their remasters, you know?
Right.
It's like, we'll just make everything slicker and shinier, but the gameplay is going to be the exact same for the most part, and it's not what I want.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so far, I've only completed one chapter of Resident Evil. I'm playing it on normal mode, which I'm starting to find is already freaking difficult, so I might wuss out and go to the lower difficulty. But yeah.
No shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
Shame.
Other than that, this week's episode of Mando was really good. I really thought Grogu was going to get a helmet for a second, you know? When he started pounding away and making something. I was like, is he going to get his first, like, armor helmet or something? But now he got, like, what was, like, a big old medallion plate or something?
Something, yeah.
It looked like a giant medallion. I was like, so we're making Grogu, yeah, boy, we're making him that guy now.
Soldier, or Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Were you about to say Soldier Boy?
Yeah, Soldier Flav.
But
He's got so much protection at this point. He's got that chainmail under that pauldron chest thing he's got. Yeah.
Grogu is seriously like every single time I see him, I'm like, man, that's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life, dude.
Right, dude. There's multiple times when I'm watching the episode where I'm like audibly saying, "Good God, Grogu's so cute." Like,
That last episode where he's just walking by himself, like heading into the cave, I was like, oh my God, man, I grew ovaries. It's like, but yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm looking forward to playing more Resident Evil when I get home. My thoughts on Diablo 4 so far is that it's all right. I'm enjoying it more than my original time playing Diablo 3 so far. And I would say that I'm liking it more than The Ascent, which is, I don't know. I thought The Ascent was like just very right down the middle for me. Like I didn't hate it, but it wasn't anything I was like, I can't wait to get back to this game or anything like that. So.
Right.
So I'm liking it more than The Ascent, so hopefully I continue with that feeling and hopefully it makes me want to buy the game once we get through the beta. But how long is the beta out?
for 3 days.
3 days?
So by the time this comes out, it'll already be gone.
Okay. So like tomorrow's the last day then?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to play as much of that as I can. But
Yeah. I thought it was really cool and plays good and it looks amazing. Like, man, it looked really cool.
yeah, there's like a couple parts like, you know, like going from a new environment, like the game will like slow down for a little bit, but then it catches right back up.
Right. And
Not near as bad as like the Ascent was whenever we first started playing it.
Yeah, that was really bad. But it
Yeah.
is just a beta. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's probably an old build.
There's some crazy stuff going on in that game, man.
One of the reasons why I want to keep playing it is because I'm really digging Lilith as a villain. Like,
Yeah.
man, like that very end scene, like in the beginning cutscene or whatever.
Where she's like going through that fabric or that blood.
Yeah, and
wall.
then she's got like that huge like I don't know thing like just
Cape.
hanging behind her.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, man, this is gnarly. This is how you do horror stuff. I love it.
It's weird to play another game this year that has the main villain as Lilith because Marvel Midnight Suns, the main villain is a Lilith, you know, which by the end it's a different main villain, but you know, it's just weird playing two different games this year with it, and they look very similar too. I don't know if you played very much that Midnight Suns, Jack, but
I haven't gotten far enough to see the main villain yet, I think.
yeah, they both look kind of similar. Yeah,
Or maybe I have and I'm just not remembering. Who knows?
right.
But yeah, that's been my week. So,
Good week.
yeah, you want to go ahead and just shoot on into the next topic here?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Which one do you want to do first?
So say you were on death row,
All right.
and
Okay.
we're not going to say why you're on death row.
Oh man,
Probably murder, but say we're on death row.
probably murder.
Yeah. What is your guys' last meal? So I want that nice app. It could be a wet app. That main course and then a dessert.
So I could get like a 55-gallon drum of like peanut butter and just like slowly eat that and then like not get killed.
I think they'll be
you have
like,
time?
well, you're scheduled for tonight. No matter what, you're going tonight.
No,
If you don't
I'm
finish
still
it,
eating.
that's your fault.
I'm still eating.
I need some more crackers.
He's got like maybe 1 inch of the 55-gallon drum like done. And he's like,
You're eating it fingerful by fingerful.
I mean, they can't kill you if you're still eating, right? You know?
I
I'm
think they
pretty sure
could.
they can.
I think they get like, I think it's like, all right, well, you're going tomorrow, so today you're going to get a pretty good meal. What do you want?
I
Doesn't
mean,
matter if you don't finish it.
it'd be wasteful if they like if I'm just eating that and they just kill me because who's gonna finish that big drum? You know?
I forget who it was, but there was some like murderer that was on death row. He was pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but he demanded that his last meal be the Holy Bible,
Nice.
and I was like, all right. But the entire time I kept thinking, I was like, man, how does one eat an entire book?
It's a lot of paper, man.
It's a lot of paper. I can see myself eating a page just as a fuck you, you know, type thing. I would never do that actually, but but if I was that guy, I could see myself eating a page just to be like, fuck you or whatever. I can get through a whole book.
How many pages do you think you can get through?
2 pages. The first page would be like, wow, I got to do this another 190 something times or whatever, however big a book it is.
I think it's more than 190 pages.
Depends on what Bible you get.
It depends on the version, you know.
Mm-hmm. You get one of
And
those
then
little
is
tiny
it-
Bibles, those
Is it
little
the
New
thicker
Testament.
paper or is it that really thin paper?
That thin Bible paper.
The
Yeah.
thin- you can probably get for more than 2 sheets of thin Bible paper.
Yeah. I forgot about how thin Bible paper was. I probably could get through more than 2 pieces.
It's like
of Bible
it's
paper.
like tissue paper.
Yeah.
Almost.
I would never do it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of good meals out there, right? For last meal, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Part of me wants to say for my appetizer, like, just a nice, like, Gordon Ramsay type artichoke dip, dude. Big artichokes in there. Oh, man, that sounds so good.
Okay. I think for an appetizer, like I like the what are they called at the Hooters? Yeah, that's the place.
Yeah, Hooters.
Yeah, that's what we call them. They've got this shrimp that's like buffalo shrimp that I get with some ranch on the side, and I dip that in the ranch. I think that'd be a good appetizer.
Yeah, not blue cheese, but ranch.
I mean, maybe some blue cheese too. Yeah, I mean, if it's my last appetizer, I get both.
I'll probably go with an onion blossom for my appetizer.
Nice.
That'd be pretty good.
And I would probably try to find like some like spicy barbecue sauce to like dip it in, like a habanero barbecue. Yeah. You forgot about the onion
forgot,
blossom,
didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, man, the onion blossom is dope.
Sure is.
Brian, what's your
No,
appetizer?
If I'm already going out, it's probably the bottle of Jaeger.
As a starter?
Yeah, I'm just gonna start right there. Start
Okay.
strong.
You're gonna start with Jaeger?
Yeah,
Jaeger.
That is strong. It's
straight-
definitely strong.
straight up,
Just straight Jaeger.
just straight bottle done.
Gosh.
I remember my Jaeger days.
Me too, man.
I remember parts of my Jaeger days.
Right?
There's a good reason why I don't go back to the Jaeger days. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's the end, you're going out.
yeah, that's true.
Might as well.
Right.
So you're not doing Jaeger bombs. You're just drinking it out
No,
of the
straight. Boom.
Okay.
You want that
Crack the
licorice.
bottle.
Yeah.
And I hate black licorice. That's the weird thing. Like, can't stand it. But Jaeger, we got along quite nicely.
I drank quite a bit of Jaeger. I can never say I enjoyed it. It was always one of those things I was like, well, it's a means to an end.
The experience was fun with my friends, but the drinking it always was not great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
actually
understand.
liked a Jaeger bomb. I liked the taste of those.
No.
Even those were really tough for me. I was like,
Because like it's like normally it's Red Bull, right? But then we switched to Monster.
No, we switched to Rockstar.
Oh, we switched to Rockstar. Okay.
Yeah, I started not liking the taste of Red Bull with it because we drank it like every night for a whole summer.
Yeah, you can overdo it.
It was crazy, man.
Yeah.
So we had a buddy that used to mix it with Smirnoff Ice Triple Black,
Whoa.
and it was pretty tasty.
Dang, that's wild. Wild.
Yeah, don't hate on people out there. Don't hate on the girly drinks, the fruity, the girly drinks.
Had.
They can fuck you up. Mike's Hard Lemonades, those kinds of drinks, anything fruity. I love that shit.
Long Island iced teas, I think,
Long
are
Island.
probably the greatest alcoholic beverage you can get.
They're
So
Love them.
They are just time bombs.
yeah.
Because you're like, I'm great, I'm down.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We had a Christmas party for like our old job that we worked at, and before the Christmas party started, our boss that worked there, he sees me, he's like, Jackson, what song you doing tonight? Because there was a karaoke contest going on that night, and I was already out of my league by trying to do Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Yep.
And he's just comes up to me, he's like, what song you doing tonight? And I'm like, I can't tell you, man, it's a surprise. And he's like, all right, well, you're gonna need to get a little loose before you get up there. He's like, what are you drinking? I was like, Long Island iced tea, man. He's like, get this man a Long Island iced tea. And then he hands me like so many extra drink tickets, like more than he was handing everybody else. Like I know he handed you more than everybody else.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there was something about you, me, and Connor. Like our bosses there just loved us.
yeah.
It was our boyish charm.
For a time, it was really good there.
Yeah. But so I got so many drink tickets, and I had 2.5 Long Island iced teas by the time I got on stage, and I was fucking up the lyrics, and it was an awful night.
But yet you still won the competition.
I still won the competition undeservedly.
And that's all that matters.
Undeservedly, I won the competition.
Well, everybody loved you at that place. So.
Everyone did love me. I had quite a few women that were like in their mid 40s come up to me and say like, I almost threw my bra off at you. And I was like, you should have.
You're a star.
Yeah.
Did you motorboat him?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. It would have been disrespectful if I didn't.
Right.
It would disrespectful.
Yeah.
But okay, main course of last meal. Connor, what are you gonna go with?
Okay, I wasn't ready for that. Sorry.
Here, I'll go then.
No, I've got it. I'll just go with my usual at Texas Roadhouse, the 8-ounce sirloin steak, cooked medium, with the shrimp, and then a fully baked potato or a fully loaded baked potato, green beans with salt and pepper, tea, big old thing of iced tea, sweet tea. That's it. That'll fill me up pretty good.
Here's my main course. I do want like a fat steak. Like there's this movie called The Great Outdoors where John Candy orders this steak called the Old 76er. It's a 76-ounce steak.
Okay.
And I just want them to make me a 76-ounce steak. I'll eat like maybe 5 bites of it, but then I'm going to go straight for Kyle's wife's gumbo that she makes. I want to have that as a side portion. I'm going to have both. It's my last meal. You can't tell me I can't have both.
Right.
So I want the old 76er and that gumbo. And yeah, that would be my main course.
Yeah, my main course is that gumbo.
Gumbo is so good, dude. I
Maybe-
dream about the gumbo sometimes, but I'm just eating the gumbo and I'm like, this is the best life's ever gonna get right now. So
Right. And I think I might get some pot stickers on the side or wontons, whatever you want to call them, and then some nice butter rolls with some like sweet butter or something like that. Yeah.
oh, something that I want something to go with both those things I said. I want crab rangoons as well.
Okay.
Crab rangoons.
I
be
gotta have
sweet.
some crab rangoons.
Hell yeah.
You're not gonna have me go out with no crab rangoons in my mouth. What about you, Brian?
I'm not 100% sure. Part of me is like, I really want like a good like actual New York City style pizza, not like the Pizza Hut version they have down here, but straight up good. There's something about the sauces and the cheeses up there that just.
And aren't you from New York?
Yeah. And I have.
How are their dollar slices? Because I keep seeing like pizza chains up
Dude, I
there that
remember,
have like dollar
as a
slices.
kid, like a dollar slice was like that big. You could fold it, slice in the soda for like $1.25.
How were they though? Like, could you tell like this is a shitty piece of pizza, or was it like
It was
pretty
good
good
pizza.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I've always wondered about that.
Yeah, it was
Tons of
really-
grease and
No, not really.
really okay.
No.
And who cares? Pile it on, man. It's $1, dude.
It was amazing. So,
Was it the kind of pizza places that had arcade machines and stuff all around, or?
that one was just a straight up pizza place.
Nice.
And being down here, I have yet to find a place that has ever matched the pizza from up there.
And what toppings would you get on that pizza?
Oh, probably just straight up old school cheese, pepperoni, maybe a little sausage.
Yeah, I'm an
Keep it
old school guy
original.
when it comes to pizza.
Definitely not pineapple.
Man,
No,
I love
it doesn't belong on pizza.
oh man, I love
I'm with you, Brian.
some
You
pineapples.
guys are wasting your lives right now.
I don't think we are.
You gotta
I think we're living our best life.
you
right
gotta
now.
also have the jalapeno. You gotta have
Brian is, but
you gotta have the pineapple and the jalapeno,
I
sweet
can
and
put some
spicy.
jalapeno on there, but
I don't mind jalapeno.
Yeah,
Sweet and spicy.
I'm with you, brother.
Here's what you gotta do though. You gotta get all you can eat pizza for your last meal. That way you're getting a slice of every type of pie you want, And like Jackson does at Cece's, get a whole bowl of marinara and be dunking all your stuff in that.
Dude, that truly is the way to go, man.
yeah.
Like anytime I eat pizza, if I'm ordering it from Pizza Hut or wherever, I always order like extra marinara just to dip that pizza in.
It's a good idea, man. It works. It works well.
Yeah, it's the sauce, man.
Yeah.
It makes it feel closer to Gasano's pizza because there's so much sauce.
Right.
But yeah,
You've had Gasano's, right? Brian?
Yeah.
yeah,
That's like Chicago style,
That's
right?
Chicago style pizza.
Yeah.
Chicago.
You're not
Chicago.
You're not necessarily a big fan of the
It's all right.
Chicago.
I can eat it.
Yeah.
I stay true to my roots though.
Yeah. True that.
I think there's a lot of animosity between Chicago pizza and New York pizza. It's like
Yeah.
if you're on one side of the fence, you're not going to
Yeah.
venture to the other side of the fence.
True that. Those are the two main American styles of pizza, right?
Right.
Is New York just big slices? Is that
It's more than that.
It's more. Yeah, I don't know. It's more than.
That's the cut,
But
but
it's a big pizza. It's a big slice. But there's something with the mixtures of the cheeses and the sauces and the way the dough's prepared.
listen to him,
Gotcha.
Jackson.
And
I
a
mean,
lot-
the only thing I know about Chicago pizza is that it's deep dish.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of it too in New York is a lot of people say it's a lot of the water. It makes stuff taste different. Like
Could
like,
be.
there's like famous donut place in New York, and they always talk about their water. And I don't know. Seen a couple documentaries on that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Love that water.
Mm-hmm.
water definitely makes stuff taste different,
Right.
So yeah, it's something I really didn't notice until I got older. But yeah, different water makes stuff different or different tastes.
Yep.
All right, desserts.
Man. I don't know. Kind of want to have what I had at my wedding. Do you guys remember that cake we had at my wedding? It was called the Tres Leches cake.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
It's like
Wasn't
three milk or whatever. But so freaking good, man. I also like a good cake that has like jello or gelatin drenched into the actual sponge itself. It makes it like a moist type of cake. I I love that kind of cake, and that would be super good for my last meal. Or like maybe a strawberry shortcake. Yeah. Yeah, strawberry shortcake. Yeah. Or a nice piece of cheesecake.
It's getting really excited over that
Yeah.
cheesecake.
Yeah.
I think for my dessert, I would go. I seen online that there was like one of the most expensive ice cream in the world that was like $1,000 a bowl or something like that. But one of the reasons that it's like that is that it's got like gold foil and stuff like wrapped on top of it that's edible, and it's made of actual gold and stuff like that. So I'd probably pick that ice cream just to find out, see what it tastes like. And once I finish it, I'm gonna be like, well, that was a waste.
That gold tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, this is the worst ice cream ever. Or something like that. I just
never eating
want
this
to
again.
make that statement for whoever bought me the ice cream to hear it. And yeah. That would be my dessert.
Hell yeah.
And then the little extra cherry on top would just be like the government guy, whoever had to buy it, has to hear me say, well, that ice cream sucked. So you'd be like, I spent $12,000 on that ice cream, man.
I'm kind of in the same vein as Jackson a little bit. I'd also want ice cream. I want a chocolate mix from Brahms with M&Ms, like crushed M&Ms inside, which I don't know if you guys have had a mix. It's pretty much like a shake almost.
Yeah.
It's like pretty thick, you know? But yeah, and I'd also like to eat it out on like the basketball court if it's like a hot day. Like while the guys are playing basketball, that way I'm like not inside a cold building. So I'm like outside in the hot eating that mix and then
Yelling at all the guys playing basketball. Look what I get to eat, motherfucker.
yeah. And then, you know, maybe play a little bit of basketball before I die. Yeah, that's probably how I'd go out.
Man, Connor, you remember how often we would go to that Brahms when Brian Davis worked there? And like pretty much hassle him for free ice cream like almost every time we were outside skateboarding.
Yeah.
I feel bad for that, man.
Good man.
Good man, Brian Davis. Someday we'll have him on the podcast. What's going to be your last dessert?
Something I cannot find anymore. I don't know if you guys ever had them. They're the Jello pudding pops. They're in the freezer section, kind of like a popsicle. They're frozen pudding. Fantastic.
Huh.
Jello, if you're watching this, make those again.
So was it similar to like a fudge pop, but it's
it's similar to that, but it was.
it's their pudding pop
Yeah.
instead? Yeah.
That
And I
does
tried to
sound
make
good.
my own. They don't turn out the same.
Huh.
It's disappointment.
I could see
But if
how.
I'm going out, I'm getting them.
Yeah.
Is it something about the way that it coats your mouth is different
I don't
or
know.
something?
They're
Or
just really tasty.
yeah, really good.
They're really good.
I wonder when they stopped making them. Was it during the whole...
Oh, it was probably late 90s, early 2000s, I would say. It was about the last time I remember seeing them.
Was it around the time that Bill Cosby got outed? You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Man, since,
Yeah.
since he was talking about something that's not around anymore, I'd like to put a little asterisk in my dessert thing. As I'm like strapped up and I'm about to get injected with the thing, I want somebody to come out with like tangerine Altoids, something that I haven't seen.
Yes, dude, those were so good.
Those were really good.
And I would like that person to just be like, all right, T minus 30 seconds. Here's 3 Altoids. And then, yeah, I just go out with some tangerine Altoids in my mouth.
Right. And here's a can of original Surge.
I was also thinking Surge.
And then, like, during that last 30 seconds, I want someone to play Space Oddity by David Bowie.
Nice.
Like, someone press play on that real quick. And then as, like, someone is, like, I don't know. As soon as, like, this says, check ignition and may God's love be with you. And then you hear that, boom. That's when I want the stuff to go in.
Can we have Batman administer the poison?
No.
Okay.
Nope. He seems pretty firm about that.
Yeah. That would break Batman's rule of killing somebody.
That's true. That's true.
Well, if we pretended like you were being killed by a villain, then Would you be into that?
Acceptable villains to get killed by Harley Quinn. Carmen Electra from Charlie's Angels Full Throttle.
I'm liking that.
I mean, give me some time. I'll come out with a pretty good list of like female villains that get killed by.
Hell yeah.
Lucy Liu from Kill Bill Volume 1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she can cut my head off anytime she wants, man.
What's her
Anytime
name?
she wants.
Ishii.
Oren Ishii?
Oren Ishii.
Yeah. Man, Kill Bill, such a badass movie. Ooh.
Yeah.
But Kill Bill Volume 1 specifically. There's some people that like Kill Bill Volume 2 more than 1, but man, I feel like Kill Bill Volume 1 is like the perfect setup movie, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Brian, do you have any like crashing stories or anything? Since this is crashing with friends.
Oh, crashing stories. So, have you guys ever been out to the spook light? That's
Yeah.
kind of
I've been in the area that they say the spook light's at. I haven't seen it though.
Same.
so. Well, there was one night where I was at my friend's house. There was a bunch of us, and I may have partaking in a few adult beverages. So, one of the people there was like, "Hey, let's go to the spook light," and I'm like, "Cool, let's go." I'm like, "I'm not driving, but along the way we can stop, get some more beer, so I can continue to drink." So we stop at a gas station, south of the highway there, get some more. As we're going out there, there's a low water bridge with no guardrails or anything on it.
Mm-hmm.
So we are flying around these corners, and we totally just Tony Hawk that bridge.
Yeah.
2 wheels on the road, 2 wheels off the road.
And grind
Grind that
Just
shit.
around the bottom of the we're driving a GMC Envoy at the time.
50-50 in both axles.
How many
Across
points?
there, hit concrete embankment on the other side, exploded the front rim, ripped out the suspension off the back,
Ooh.
Fuck.
came to a grinding stop right there on the side of the road. First thing I do is not call the police, is I call my buddies and I'm like, "Hey, we just got in a wreck out here on the way to the spook light. I'm calling a tow truck next. I don't know how long it's going to take to come find me because I'm literally in the middle of nowhere." So they show up in their, I think it was a Volkswagen Bug or something at the time. Subwoofers blaring, brought more alcohol. So then we have another side party on the side of the road waiting for the tow truck to show up.
Damn.
Dang.
We're having a truck total party.
Yeah. Got the car, got in a vehicle and towed back to his house. And called the cops the next day, told them, "Hey, had a wreck." They're like, "Why didn't you report it last time?" Like, I was like 2 a.m. I wasn't thinking straight. I was just trying to get,
Oh,
out
wait,
of
it's your
there.
car?
It's my car, yeah.
Dang.
And yeah, that was fun.
So did you get any trouble from the cops
No.
for not doing it? Wow.
No, I wasn't thinking straight. It was, 2 a.m.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a hit
I
and
was,
run.
I was like,
Right.
no one was injured or anything. It was a single vehicle crash.
Right.
It didn't deploy the airbags or anything, which is crazy because that rim was gone.
And realistically, you only needed them there to file a police report for your insurance company,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
I mean,
I had the police report
you
for
know.
the insurance company. Obviously said I was driving. And, life goes on.
all in all, you did the smart thing. It may not have been
In
the
the moment.
right thing, but
Yeah,
it was
just
the smart
In the
thing.
moment, it was good. I also hit a handicap sign once with my car, but that's because I didn't scrape the windshield off when it was frosted over. But
Wow.
That's almost fucked me a few times where it's like, dude, I can't see a damn thing.
Yeah.
I hope I don't hit anything.
yeah, because we're moving cars at work because they were trying to plow the driveway, and I was like, "Oh, it's fine. I'll just move over to like 2 or 3 spots." So I backed it up. I'm like, "Oh, I can kind of see." Like, whoop. Like, oops. I just put little 2 scrapes on my bumper and
How long ago was that?
previous job.
Nice. Cool. There was no handicap person there?
Huh?
There was no handicap
No.
person there? Good. Good.
I'm pretty sure they thought the plow guy hit it. So
Oh, Mr. Plow.
You just go along with it, like,
I'm like, yeah,
bet it wasn't.
That was weird. It was bent right over. I don't know what happened.
Right.
Piece of shit.
It's weird. I got those two scrape marks exactly the same width, but whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, that was crashing. There was friends.
Nice.
Checked both boxes.
Sweet. Do you have any ghost stories or any paranormal stories?
Did you find that spook light?
We've seen it before. Like,
Oh, yeah?
My buddy was really into like investigating, and he had it on camera because like you could zoom to it, but then you could zoom through it, and then you could zoom back out, and it would reappear. It was the weirdest thing.
Huh.
Weird.
See, I've been out there probably at least 7 or 8 times. Never once saw it.
Dang.
At that point, like, I thought the spook light was just becoming like, I don't know, like you see in movies like Make Out Cliff or something like that, you know? It's like, this is like where you went, like if you want to just hang out with a girl and possibly make out and stuff like that, like high school stuff. That's what that became to me.
Spook light's a makeout point.
Yeah.
Okay.
For us, it's usually just seeing how much we would scare the crap out of our other friends. So
And that's fun.
yeah, we had one friend that was like deathly afraid of clowns.
I like where this is
So
going.
we took 2 vehicles down, and we had like one of those WWF microphones that would broadcast over the FM radio.
Okay.
So we're in the back car, he's in the front car, and the driver switches over to that radio station. So we close enough, we start calling out his name through the radio.
Oh my God, Kane!
We're like, Robert,
The clown's coming out of
Robert. He's like, what's going on? So then we stop, and little did he know, there was another guy like that we already dropped off before that was waiting in the ditch in full clown costume. Came chasing him down the road, and it was probably about a mile before we caught him. He was just gone. Took off running.
Wow.
But yeah.
He's pretty scared.
Reminds me of this time that I might have told the story on this podcast before. If I haven't, I'll go ahead and fucking retell it. When I was younger, like me and my dad and a bunch of his friends and their kids like went out to this lake house where we're just going to stay there for the weekend, fish. But as soon as we get there, the whole place was just completely riddled with black snakes. Like everywhere, like there's probably like 2 snakes in every single room. And because I thought myself as a little Steve Irwin, I was like, well, I'll pick these up and I'll get them out of here. And I got all the snakes out of there. But then my dad tells me, he's like, hey, go chase Carrie. That's my dad's friend. He's like, go chase Carrie. He loves snakes. He didn't. Not at all. I was like, hey, Carrie, check this out. He started carrying this big old black snake that's curled all the way around my arm. Started walking towards him. He starts backing away. And then I just start running. And he just darts off like across this freaking long ass meadow. It's like a hayfield or whatever. He starts running and running. He gets maybe 200 yards away and he's still running. And that first 10 seconds of him running was him screaming like a little girl with a high pitched scream. He hates snakes, man. He almost didn't want to. He was like, I'm not staying here. He almost was like, well, I'm out. But I got them all out because I'm Steve Irwin or Steve Corbin, whoever you want to think. Wasn't that his name? Who was the other guy? Steve Irwin, and then there was
Steve Irwin was
Steve Irwin was the crocodile hunter. There was
Yeah.
another guy around that same time. I think his last name was Corbin. Was it Steve Corbin?
It sounds familiar.
Ah, man.
Jeff Corwin.
Crocodile Dundee.
Pretty sure it's Jeff Corwin.
You think you might be right. He was kind of like the not as popular Steve Irwin.
Jeff Corwin.
Here are some details.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an American biologist and wildlife conservationist known for hosting Disney Channel's Going Wild with Jeff Corwin,
That's
The Jeff Corwin Experience on Animal Planet, ABC's Ocean Mysteries with Jeff Corwin, Ocean Treks with Jeff Corwin,
We get it.
and Wildlife
Man.
Nation with Jeff Corwin.
he likes to name drop.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I think we should time out. I got a pee so bad.
Okay, pause.
Pausing.
You good? What do you guys want to do the next topic as?
Want to do the Mount Rushmore? Do one or two,
I'm cool with
depending on
that.
how long it takes.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do Mount Rushmore. Yeah.
What are you wanting to Mount Rushmore exactly?
Well, I wrote down like lots of different genres.
You guys
But-
want to just start with comedy movies?
All right, you want to do the comedy Mount Rushmore?
Are we doing just actors or are we doing movies?
I was thinking movies,
Yeah, I'm down with movies.
but
But how do you put a movie on a Mount Rushmore though?
And you can just choose your four favorite movies.
it would,
four
instead
movies?
of 4 heads, it'd be like DVD covers.
Yeah, we could.
I don't know. We could probably do both actors and movies if we're just going to
Yeah.
do one genre today.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Okay. So who wants to get us started?
All right. Well, you want to start with movies or you want to start with actors?
What do you guys think?
I don't care.
Let's go ahead and start with movies first.
All right. Well, I think the first. Ah, man. Well,
You said movies first?
Yep.
Top 4 funny comedy movies.
So one of mine has got to be Dumb and Dumber. Oh, go on.
I didn't say anything.
Oh,
I was just going to say there's got to be a National Lampoon something on there. I would say Christmas Vacation. But
Yeah.
I don't know. A part of me is also like saying like even though I don't like it as much as Christmas Vacation, I feel like Animal House is pretty close to Christmas Vacation in terms of I don't know, legacy or stature. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Zoolander.
you're making your own Rushmore.
yeah, isn't that what we're doing?
Okay, yeah.
I mean, that's how we did
I-
UFC. We didn't all do a group UFC one.
Yeah,
Just so
that's
happened
true.
me and Kyle agreed on ours.
Yeah, it just so happened.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I was coming at this in the wrong way. I was like, all right, let's debate to find out like what would be the 4 of us coming up together to make one
Okay.
Mount Rushmore.
If you want to do that, that's fine. We can do it that way. You know,
I don't know.
I'm cool with that.
None of this is planned, really. So.
All right, so let's go one movie at a time. Then going back to well, Kyle said one first, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I say Dumb and Dumber for sure. Pineapple Express. I don't know if Pineapple Express makes the list, but
It lived in the sun for a good 5 years.
I don't know. On my personal Mount Rushmore, I think I'd put Joe Dirt on there. I've seen Joe Dirt so many times.
But not Joe Dirt 2.
No, you definitely would not put that on there.
I still have, I pretty much refuse to watch Joe Dirt 2.
Yeah, I am in the camp of it never came out.
Yep. All right, so I would say Tropic Thunder.
Gosh,
You slow writing MFer. Write faster, Jack.
man, and I really like Wedding Crashers.
Meet the Parents is a classic.
Yeah, Meet the Parents is so good.
So far, I've written down Dumb and Dumber, Pineapple Express, Tropic Thunder, and Joe Dirt. I probably would actually throw Tropic Thunder on my Mount Rushmore as well.
Yeah, it's really good. Brian, you got any suggestions?
I think Animal House needs to be on there.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there.
I mean, that's just a classic comedy.
Austin Powers, the first one.
The first one.
Yeah.
Also, gotta give praise to Monty Python Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie is really good.
I started watching the new one. What is it? The
History of the World?
History of the World Part 2.
Yeah, I watched History of the World Part 1 about 2 weeks ago, and I liked it. Yeah, it was really funny.
Part 2 just came out on Hulu.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was watching it. The History of the World Part 1, man, there's a lot of jokes that are pretty on the line.
You can't do that anymore.
A lot of racist kind of, or
Oh,
not, yeah, a lot of racist kind of jokes, but there's a black, yeah.
Yeah, well, when that movie was made,
It was, yeah.
it wasn't.
It's a
something-
different time.
Yeah, it wasn't something that everyone will. I don't know. People could take jokes back then. No.
Another one on my list is Scary Movie 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even though everyone is gonna say Scary Movie 2 was the best one because it was the last R one, but I'm with you. I like Scary Movie 3 more.
Yeah.
I'm going to put Step Brothers on there too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably my favorite Will Ferrell movie. I mean, Talladega Nights is good.
Do we want to put Old School on the
Sounds like
list?
Old School.
Yeah, Old School is pretty dang good.
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah, that was a great one.
Would you say Back to the Future is a comedy?
No.
No.
It's a documentary.
It's a slice of life kind of movie.
I would give it. I would put it in the.
I'd put it in science fiction, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got time travel.
That would be in the science fiction category.
Yeah.
Fair.
Maybe even a western. You're gonna go with part 3.
And also could be a period piece.
Team America, you got that on there yet?
It's got to be on there now.
Police.
It has a Mount Rushmore in the movie.
Yeah, it does. Huh.
What's the best Adam Sandler comedy? Happy Gilmore?
I think I might say Happy Gilmore.
Probably,
I'm
yeah.
a big fan of Waterboy, but
Yeah.
it's probably Happy Gilmore.
Or Bill, yeah. Either that or Billy Madison, one of the two.
Yeah.
I can't believe that Billy Madison has like such a shit score on Rotten Tomatoes. Like both by critics and audience. Like
Yeah.
everyone that I knew loved Billy Madison whenever I was younger and still likes it now.
I still watch it.
Yeah. I like it still.
I don't know.
Where are these people that don't like it?
I just don't put any faith in Rotten Tomatoes. I don't even care what their scores are anymore.
All right. So far on this list, Dumb and Dumber, Pineapple Express, Tropic Thunder, Joe Dirt, Animal House, Austin Powers, the first one, Monty Python Holy Grail, Scary Movie 3 Step Brothers, Old School, Young Frankenstein, Team America, Happy Gilmore.
Okay. Is there any on there that you think we take off?
I would take off Scary Movie 3.
Okay. I would take off Young Frankenstein. I love it, but I don't think it's on my Mount Rushmore.
All right, let's all go ahead and say what out of those movies we would all say is a lock for around Mount Rushmore. Just one movie out of that. I'm going to say Austin Powers for sure is a lock for me.
Monty Python Holy Grail is a lock for me.
Dumb and Dumber is a lock for me.
Yeah. What else is on there? Those three now.
Dumb and Dumber,
Yep.
Pineapple Express, Tropic Thunder, Joe Dirt, Animal House, Austin Powers, Monty Python Holy Grail. But really, it's kind of like at this point, like, what's the greatest movie to you now? So, because whenever I picked Monty Python Holy Grail, that I really do kind of claim that is a perfect comedy movie and has,
It's great.
it's a lot of high praise.
It
Yeah,
does need
it's
to,
great.
it
So
we can go ahead and lock that one in, I would
Yeah.
say.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's a
I
lock.
love that movie. Yeah.
That's a lock. What do you guys think about Dumb and Dumber? Do you think Dumb and Dumber is a lock, or what do you guys think?
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd say it's probably my favorite Jim Carrey movie in a lot of ways.
It's definitely my favorite
Yeah,
Jim Carrey movie.
I'd lock it in.
Truman Show is really good too, but I'd say
That's not a comedy though.
Yeah. That was,
But yeah,
it wasn't a comedy.
he's really good in that. Yeah,
so. We having Dumb and Dumber as a lock.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. Yeah.
Okay. For me, I don't know if Austin Powers is a lock, but
What's something that would overtake Austin Powers in your mind then?
I personally would probably put Tropic Thunder in there over Austin Powers.
Okay. Well, we're not at the final position yet. We got two that we can put in here.
Okay.
So
We
before
got
you-
one more. Well,
Okay. What are you talking about?
well, so far.
We've locked in 2.
Oh, okay. So Dumb and Dumber and Holy Grail.
Yeah.
That's what we've discussed.
All right. I underlined
If-
Austin Powers as well as in a lock-in. So my,
Kyle's right now debating whether or not it's lock status. So I'm over here saying before we just shove Austin Powers to the bottom of the pile, how about we get some better competition in here?
Okay.
because I mean we're already working with a really short list.
Yeah. I don't see how you could look at Austin Powers and say it's not a lock, personally, but it's his right to debate it, and I'm fine with that. So, what are you saying? What are the 2 movies that deserve to be in there over Austin Powers? You got Tropic Thunder, which I already agree Tropic Thunder probably should be a lock as well. But now that my movie is getting debated, I'm not going to say that.
I think Step Brothers should be in there.
Think Step Brothers should be a lock?
Yeah. Anybody, I mean, I don't want to be the one that dictates this. So, I mean, what you guys think? Any of them should be taken out or be locks? Okay,
This is I feel like this definitely has our own personal taste all over it, and we're not considering really the world at large.
Yeah, I'm
of
saying
course.
me personally, I'm looking at this as best comedies of all time.
Right.
Not just my personal thing.
Period.
Right.
And I know so many people love Austin Powers. There's debates on the second and third one.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like the third one. Everyone loves the first one.
So between you 3, then, do you guys think Austin Powers is a lock to be on that list?
I would say the first
Yeah.
one.
You think so,
first
Brian?
one.
Okay, that's a lock then. You guys over? I mean, yeah,
The 4th one's going to be tough.
right.
If they ever make it.
No.
The fourth one.
Movie on the list.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
It is
3.
really good.
So what's the next one? I mean, which one do you guys think is a lock?
What do we have left here? What are our options?
From what I've written down and what we have left would be Pineapple Express, Tropic Thunder, Joe Dirt, Animal House, Scary Movie 3, Step Brothers, Old School, Young Frankenstein, Team America, Happy Gilmore. Another one that I mentioned that is not on the list would be Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More that we haven't mentioned, like Caddyshack. And
For the older generations.
Yeah, man, I freaking love Caddyshack.
like the more I start thinking about like some of these older comedies, I'm like, bro, they kind of like they kind of deserve their spot over like maybe even Dumb and
true.
Dumber.
But like Animal House kind of laid the groundwork for a lot of those.
Right.
I've never seen Animal House, so I personally it's not on my list because I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Well, I would
I've-
not add it to your family movie night collection, but
I'm pretty sure I've seen parts of Animal House. Isn't there like togas and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I've seen that part of Animal House.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it, so I can see why it's on there. I just can't fight for it because I'm not super,
Right.
into it.
Fucking Blues Brothers.
The Blues Brothers. Yeah.
I mean, gosh, I just lost it. What was like the third to last one that you had on the list?
Young Frankenstein. That's the third to last
What was
one.
the second to last one?
Team America.
Team America.
And
Okay, Happy Gilmore.
that was the last one.
Okay, yeah. Out of that, I think Happy Gilmore sounded good to me, but I'm just floating that.
I am on the side of Happy Gilmore as well. But I think I might go Tropic Thunder over Happy Gilmore.
I think Tropic Thunder is funnier than Happy Gilmore for sure.
Yeah.
See, out of this list, I feel Team America should be up there. It's made by the South Park guys. It's a perfect spoof of what America was like during the whole George W. Bush like thing. Yeah. I don't know. That's I don't know.
I just know that movie, while I love it, it is very divisive to a lot of people, you know.
It's divisive to watch like a 3-minute scene of
Like-
puppets fucking.
I know that movie is like top tier funny, but there's a lot of people that would say that it's like Satan, you know, or like
Yeah.
you know, something crazy.
Not everyone's
you know?
brand of funny.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like,
a
as
special
far as like a
brand of
Mount
fun.
Rushmore, it would probably make my Mount Rushmore for sure. But as far as like general comedy, best of all time for everybody, I don't know if I could say that would be on there.
It's not on mine.
That's fair. So
I like it a lot, but it's not one of my favorite movies. What do you think about Team America, Brian? Do you think it should be on the list?
I like it, but I think there's other movies on that list I like more than that one.
right. Okay.
So on that list, was another one you like more than that one then? Which one out of that list?
He's saying Animal House though, right?
Yeah.
That's his main push.
Okay. Do you guys think Animal House should be on the list? Connor, I know
If I remembered it, I'd probably say yeah, because it has like it's got the whole legacy thing that we've talked about before on like the MMA one, but also that Holy Grail movie also has that in a lot of ways too.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say, you know.
This is definitely our Mount Rushmore, because I feel like if there was a real Mount Rushmore of comedy, it would be nothing but like really old movies with probably Holy Grail being on it, but then you would see like Animal House. I bet you would probably see Animal House on it.
Yeah, I bet Animal House would probably be on that list.
After we make ours, I'll see if I can try to find one online. But all right. Yeah, I'll give them with you guys. I'll say Happy Gilmore.
Okay. Do you think Happy Gilmore should be on the list, Brian?
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore was my favorite movie growing up.
I loved watching it
I don't
all
know
the
how many
time. I
copies
still
of
watch
Happy
it.
Gilmore I went through.
The older I get, my favorite Adam Sandler movie is probably 50 First Dates. Just because the movie's so freaking insane, but like,
It's got a lot of good feel good moments in it too.
right,
It's one of the reasons why I like to click.
right. But I'd say Happy Gilmore is probably the best of all those movies.
All right. So what are the 4 locks? Say them really quick.
All right. Our Mount Rushmore, as of right now, is Dumb and Dumber, Austin Powers, first one, Monty Python Holy Grail, and Happy Gilmore.
And what are the ones that didn't make it
Every other comedy.
There we go.
on the list?
On the list, Pineapple Express, Tropic Thunder, Joe Dirt, Animal House, Scary Movie 3, Step Brothers, Old School, Young Frankenstein, and Team America.
Does anyone see something that needs to be swapped?
I mean, I would swap Austin Powers with Step Brothers, but you guys are all three wanting Austin Powers on there. So
As much as I love Step Brothers, I wouldn't put it above Austin Powers in terms of pop culture.
I get you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, I think that list is good the way it is.
Yeah, I like it. I like it quite a bit.
All right.
So lock it in.
Lock it in. That's our Mount Rushmore. Going to do the actors next. Before we do that, I'm going to do a Google search of Mount Rushmore of comedy movies. Everyone's going to be like, huh?
What?
This is new.
find out here. Let's see if we can. All right. Okay. So this is actually a thing on Reddit right now.
Of course.
Yeah.
Things that are-
Bastards.
Well, okay. This definitely isn't
The same list.
the same. This is just one dude on Reddit, but his is Hot Fuzz, Super Bad, Anchorman, and Dodgeball.
We forgot Super Bad.
And Anchorman.
Yeah.
We forgot all 4 of those
I
movies.
forgot Ron Burgundy. Man.
Are you guys having regrets?
You think his list is better than our list? I'm starting to think so a little bit.
I'm not thinking so, but maybe I would put Super Bad over Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
I would definitely put Super Bad above Pineapple Express. That's me, though.
Yeah, I'm not going to put Superbad over Happy Gilmore because I've seen them about the same amount of times, but I would probably watch Happy Gilmore more times in the future.
Yeah, you're.
I watched Superbad too many times.
Super
unfortunately.
Bad definitely has a huge cultural impact on our generation for sure.
True.
Right. Yeah.
Huge impact.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on into actors. Comedic actors.
Ben Stiller, lock it in.
Ben Stiller.
Start making a list here.
Paul Rudd.
He's so golden. He's so youthful.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah. Will Ferrell and Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Rob Schneider.
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley. I don't know. Do you put Jim Carrey on the list?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Why would you not put him
It's
on
like, how
the
do you not
list?
put him on the list?
Right.
Owen Wilson.
I'm not even going to write down Rob Schneider.
Okay, that's fine.
He's not going to make it. No
Yeah.
offense to him.
He's not going to make it. Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Did you put Owen Wilson on there?
I want to put him
Okay.
in the Mount Rushmore.
What about
Because so far, the 5 that we have named, he is not above those 5.
Okay.
Fair enough.
What about his partner in Wedding Crashers,
Vince Vaughn
Vince
Vince
Vaughn?
Vaughn.
also does not go on.
So do we already have our Mount Rushmore?
I mean, these 5 are already.
I'd say Ben Stiller's a
solid.
lock. Does anybody debate Ben Stiller being a lock?
I think he's a lock,
Yeah.
personally.
Let's just lock him in. And then who's next? Who wants to say the next name? And
I think you lock in Will Ferrell, personally. Are you a Will Ferrell fan, Brian?
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with the Will Ferrell.
Yep.
even with the crappy movies he's made lately, the stuff he made before is just so good that, yeah, I'd say lock him in.
Yeah. He,
Got Old School, Anchorman, Step Brothers.
as far as I know, he was the last huge comedic draw. Maybe Seth Rogen.
Yep, throw
But-
Seth Rogen on there. You want to throw Seth Rogen on there?
I'll write his name down at least.
What about Leslie Nielsen?
Yep. He definitely deserves to be written down. So I'm going to write his name down.
Jack Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll write down Jack Black, but you won't write down Owen Wilson, you bastard. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, you're
I
asking-
would throw Owen Wilson on there for us to debate, but
All right. I'll write down Owen Wilson's name. I have written down Owen Wilson's name. He is on the list with Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, and all them now.
All right, cool. Respect.
as far as another lock, I would lock in Paul Rudd.
With a bullet?
Really?
Number one with a bullet?
I love Paul Rudd movies, man.
I love him too, but I wouldn't put him on the Mount Rushmore though.
I'd save him for a discussion for number 4. Let's
He would deserve a monument. I wouldn't put him on the Rushmore.
We can put his name on the plaque at the bottom of the mountain.
Okay.
who's another lock for 3? There's another surefire lock in there somewhere, right? Because we got Ben Stiller.
Part of me is really wanting to add Jim Carrey. I know Kyle's not the biggest fan of Jim Carrey, so I know he's not going to put it on his list,
I
but
like a ton of Jim Carrey.
I would put
movies.
Adam Sandler above Jim Carrey as a lock, personally.
you would put Adam Sandler above
But
Jim
having
Carrey.
said that, I would put them both on there over Paul Rudd. As much as I love Paul Rudd,
Yeah, that's how I feel, man. I love Paul Rudd, man.
I thought I knew you, Connor.
I think Paul Rudd,
I'd go gay for Paul Rudd.
He'd
That's
be-
how much I love Paul Rudd.
he'd be number 5 on there.
Devotion.
Connor, is there anybody on Arrested Development that you think would be on this list that would belong on this list?
David Cross.
Yeah, David Cross. Yeah. Did you watch Arrested Development at all? Really? Okay.
I think I've started to a few times, but I never.
Yeah.
Specifically, Mrs. Featherbottom. Put that on the list.
I mean, he's only in one show pretty much that I love, but I mean, George Costanza, I mean, Jason Alexander, but that's only one show.
Yeah. We got to make sure we're staying with comedic actors.
Right.
True.
I mean, yeah, he was, but then I started thinking Seinfeld, and I was like,
He was on for like
He-
9 or 10 seasons, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like hailed as like the best.
yeah, we got to write Jerry
Best-
Seinfeld down.
Best 90s.
Oh, I don't know about Jerry
No,
Seinfeld.
yeah, Jerry, he's not the funniest person on the show.
I think the funniest person is George.
George,
by far.
George and Elaine.
Right, man. Yeah. Yeah. Kramer's pretty great.
I still
but-
love Kramer.
Kramer's
was
all body comedy.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
a, lo- a lot of falling down and a lot of running into stuff, people knocking him over.
Acting shocked.
You got any other actors, Brian, that you think are coming to your mind?
Man.
There's probably some people
There's
listen to
so-
this podcast that are like, why aren't you mention anybody great from like the 70s and 60s and stuff?
Right. I guess we could say Eddie Murphy or Chris Rock. But
I'm trying to think of like people that really should be on the comedic actors like Mount Rushmore, not just throwing names out there, because I could sit out here and just like throwing out Dan Aykroyd and
Yeah.
like, Bill freaking Murray, man. Bill Murray, I'm writing him down.
Steve Carell or Carell?
From, yeah. That's what I was trying to think of from The Office.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And Dinner
Old
for
Zach
Schmucks.
Galifianakis. Man.
Bill Murray.
Ed Helms, David Spade, Tim Allen. He's not really that funny. Simon Pegg, Jason Sudeikis.
Robin Williams,
Oh, man.
Mike Myers,
Danny McBride.
Steve Martin.
None of these names I'm saying is really making an impact on me. Let's see about women.
John Cleese, Chevy Chase.
We need to get some women on there.
You said so many names that I did not write down that I'm like, man, they need to be. I feel like they might be bumping Will Ferrell, some of these guys.
Cedric the Entertainer. DL Hughley.
I'd put Bernie Mac above
Bernie Mac.
Cedric.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, add Bernie Mac to that freaking list, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might go Bernie Mac over Will Ferrell. Good God, I love Bernie Mac.
Rest in peace, Bernie.
He's
Mac.
great in the ocean movies, man.
Yeah, he is. He's just great in the Bernie Mac show.
Yeah, dude.
It's so man, it's so good.
I didn't know what was really going on, but there was a lot of movement.
Go ahead and put Anna Faris down.
Anna Faris.
Yeah.
Okay,
Put her
okay.
down.
And yeah, we gotta put some ladies on the list. Even if we don't feel like they make it to the Mount Rushmore, we gotta get some honorable
That's what I'm
mentions
saying.
here. I
That's
feel like
what
we've
I'm
been
saying.
sexist so far.
Sarah Silverman, she's been in comedy for a while.
Yeah, I would agree with Sarah Silverman.
I wouldn't put her on the list though. But
Tina Fey, Kristen
Tina
Wiig.
Fey.
Kristen Wiig for sure.
what about that McCarthy girl?
Jenna McCarthy. See,
I'll pass on her.
I would pass on her, but I know that there's a lot of people that love her.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, put Julia Louis-Dreyfus on there. Since we got
yeah.
Jason Alexander, you know.
She's been in a lot of stuff, man. She's great in Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done saying names.
Okay.
So we got Ben Stiller locked in.
Ben Stiller's a lock.
Are we questioning Will Ferrell's lockness?
Are we questioning it?
I'm going to say Will Ferrell stays.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Will Ferrell stays. What do you think, Connor?
I think that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Bernie Mac?
He's a late addition, but I really like him. When I heard that name, I'm like, yes, Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
What do you think, Brian?
I like him.
I think you lock in Bernie Mac.
You're gonna tell me Bernie Mac is a lock, Jim Carrey is not.
I mean, what do you guys think about Jim Carrey?
Jackson, you make a good point.
I do like a lot of Jim Carrey movies, though. I mean, I've never been the biggest fan of the Ace Ventura movies, but everybody loves those movies.
Yeah, I
Ace
love him,
Ventura.
man.
And The Mask is
The
always
Mask.
great.
Let's watch Cable Guy the other day.
Right? Yeah. Yes, Man. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Love that movie.
And
Liar,
unlike
liar.
Adam Sandler, he just didn't start just putting out like a bunch of duds nonstop after the other.
You'd be surprised. What about that Mr. Popper's Penguins?
Yeah. What
What about it?
what was the movie that came after that though? It was probably something good.
I mean, he was in Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2. I mean, those aren't that great. But,
Yeah, that's true. But he was fantastic in them.
yeah.
You gotta admit, the parts where he was on screen is the best parts of Sonic.
I mean, what's your thoughts on 23, though?
I never watched it, so I can.
Wow.
I've heard from a lot of people that it's just like a very meh movie, so I just never watched it.
Weird.
All right. You've convinced me, Jackson. Lock number 3 for me, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
All right.
What do you think, Brian?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Okay.
So now we're all up for number 4. So we got Paul Rudd on the chopping block.
I don't think Paul Rudd makes it. No offense to Paul Rudd. I'd kiss the man.
Go ahead and run down the list really quick on what we got.
Who's on the list?
Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, Seth Rogen, Leslie Nielsen, Jack Black, Owen Wilson. When I wrote down Owen Wilson, I wrote down Owen Wilson's. I did that. Bill Murray, Bernie Mac, Anna Faris, Tina Fey, Kristen Wiig.
I think Bernie Mac should be the 4th spot.
I think Adam Sandler,
Okay. What do you think Brian should be in the 4th spot?
I'm thinking Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Okay.
The only reason why I don't think he should be on there is because I've heard he's a real dick, like a real big asshole.
I don't care.
But the movies, it's all about the
funny.
movies, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I can understand
I don't
that.
care about the guy in real life.
Right.
That
I'd be
does-
fine with Bill Murray in the 4th spot.
I have to throw one up there now.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Dave Chappelle.
Oh shit! We overlooked him
We
big
overlooked
time.
him. Yeah.
Because I started thinking like Bernie Mac, and
Oh.
I was like, you know what? There's an African American that deserves to be on this Mount Rushmore.
It's
And it's
The more I
Dave
thought about
Chappelle.
it,
It's Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Who else? do you
Yeah,
choose?
lock.
Yeah,
Let's
it
lock him
in.
at number 1.
All right, lock in Dave Chappelle. All right, our Mount Rushmore of comedic actors is now Ben Stiller, Will Ferrell, Jim Carrey, and Dave Chappelle.
Beautiful. That's a great
I
list
can
right
lock
there.
that in.
I'm good with that list.
Got a little bit for everybody.
I'd carve that out of stone for sure. Good stuff.
And then everyone else that we mentioned gets like statues and stuff like
Yeah.
in random parks throughout the United
Yeah,
States.
we'll name a tree or a hedge after him somewhere else.
What's that Indian that was going to be part of the Statue of Liberty, or they made a big monument of him?
Sitting Bull?
Is it Sitting Bull?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Those can all be the Sitting Bull.
Chris Farley gets to be the Washington Monument.
Okay.
Cool.
I feel like I was like, man, these guys didn't make it to the Mount Rushmore, but they're so good, we gotta give them something. Bill Murray becomes the Lincoln Memorial.
Okay.
Bernie Mac.
George Washington Carver Monument.
The
That's
George
fucked
Washington
up.
Carver Monument. the state park, not too far from here. He's woods. He's woods in a cabin.
Yeah, George Washington Carver invented peanut butter. I mean,
I don't think he did. Right? He invented a bunch of uses for peanuts, but I don't think he invented peanut butter.
okay, I could be wrong.
I'll look it up really quick. I don't want to just spout information.
Did you know he invented the first computer out of a peanut? A peanut! That's Chappelle quote there. Undercover brother. All right.
Marcellus Gilmore Edson, maybe,
Maybe.
or John Harvey Kellogg.
We're gonna get fact checked on this.
There are.
There's a lot of conflicting information about who invented peanut butter. Don't look it up.
It'll probably be by your kids too.
Probably.
All
Probably
right,
on their
so
phones right now.
we got them locked in.
I think it's a lock.
All right. You guys think we should go ahead and move into Yodi? Check this out.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's do it.
Yo, dude.
All right, let's go ahead and move into Yodi. Check this out.
Yo, dude. Hey, yo, what's up? Check this out. Yo, dude.
Or air horns.
It's like too loud.
You want to know something cool, Brian?
Huh.
That's me doing the background vocals on that song. I made the whole thing, but that's also me doing the background vocals.
And that you doing the air horn too?
I'm not doing the air horn. That's computer made.
All right, let's get it started.
I'll go ahead and start her out here. Oh, shit. Okay, found it. Got it back. All right. Yo, dude, check this out. In 1972, one of my favorite comedians, Don Rickles, he's like the king of roasting people. But Don Rickles, he mocked another mobster named Joe Gallo on stage, and after the show, Gallo invited Rickles to the Umberto's Clam House, to which he declined. And later that night, a firefight erupted at the clubhouse, and it ended up killing Gallo.
You said a firefight, so like two fires fought each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Two raging fires coming together
Infernos.
to create a super fire.
To kill one mobster.
Killed one guy with bullets.
Some say the cops are behind it.
The fire shot bullets. It was a firefight. Okay.
Yo, dude, check this out. JP Morgan Chase thought it had 1.3 million worth of nickel stored in a warehouse. A closer examination revealed bags of stones. Did you guys hear about that?
I did.
Really?
Nice.
I thought it was super funny. Like, man, you guys didn't check the nickel, huh? You just said, it's like, oh, yeah, that looks like nickel. Yeah, we'll buy it.
Nobody wants nickels. No one's coming in here to steal nickels.
We'll store that.
Yo, dude, check this out. You guys ever heard the idiom pulling out all the stops?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know where that comes from?
Baseball.
No. That comes from pipe organs.
What?
Right. So, in older organs, they had these things called stops, and they were controlled by knobs that controlled pneumatic pipes. So you'd have to, while you're playing, you'd have to pull the stops out to make it do different things on the older organs. Today, a new organ usually features electronic stops. Closing a stop mutes the sound of the particular pipe, while opening a stop allows the sound of that pipe to swell loudly. So basically, pulling all the stops means the organ music will be very loud and magnificent, unencumbered by stops.
Cool.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to guess liquor running like during the days of Prohibition. Don't stop for anybody. Pull all those out.
Stop signs. Let's go.
Yep, pull all stop signs.
All right. Yo, dude, check this out. I don't have the story in front of me. I think I talked to you at work the other day about this. You guys heard of the Chat GPT AI stuff? Right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's becoming so good now that it's calling human beings and lying to them to help them get through those CAPTCHA images.
Really?
So they programmed it and they said they're trying to make the AI solve it. And it called someone, said it had vision issues, and asked them for them to help it get through the CAPTCHA.
Dang.
Oh my God. That's
Chat
pretty
G-
cool. I can see.
I don't know if it's cool, but definitely it's freaky.
The end is-
Scary a little bit.
Yeah.
I heard, didn't hear, but I read an article saying that 80% of jobs are going to be affected by Chat GPT in the long run.
It's crazy the stuff you can do with it now.
Mm-hmm. It's insane, man. So
like-
much AI is in our everyday world. It's crazy.
Like
It's
I've
like-
seen stuff on like the internet where like kids today are like, "Hey, I need a report on World War II," and it just gives it to them,
Mm-hmm.
like perfectly formatted. References are all cited perfectly, and they're done. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like whenever I was growing up, they're like saying that in the future everything would be automated, and then people would be able to like do art all day and like live their lives. But it's like the opposite. All the art is being automated,
Yeah.
and then all that's going to be left is like menial tasks for humans to do.
Dig this hole.
Pretty
Pretty much.
all the artistic stuff is going to be like automatically generated. It's kind of
Right.
fucked up in a lot of ways. It's like the reverse of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. There's a lot of AI art that looks freaking
It
dope
looks
out
awesome.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used like an AI art generator on a Discord.
Yep.
I think it's called Midjourney is what it was called.
Midjourney.
Yeah, my trial ran out on it, but I had so much fun just messing around on it that I thought about doing the subscription like for it and just messing around with it whenever I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But
Dolly and all those. And
mm-hmm.
yeah.
But not only that, but I've also seen like computer generated music. Like there's a 15-hour like video on YouTube of just computer generated gent metal,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's just like, dude, a computer's literally just writing all of this and it sounds sick.
It's insane.
They know what we like.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Is that it?
Make magic bars at home, kids.
For some reason, all the AI cares about is making sure that we see advertisements, which is fucked. They're doing everything in their power to make sure that we see advertisements, and it's like, why?
I want to see the ads.
Yeah, it's kind of, man, it's a dark future. All right. Well, if you guys liked what you saw or heard or whatever, be sure to like and subscribe.
We would definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, we have, I think at the time of recording this, we have 170 subscribers. Be sweet to get up to 200.
Oh, yeah, man. And once we get to 300,
Man.
We'll be kicking everything down the wall.
Man.
Yep. Kicking everybody down holes.
Yeah.
once we get to 300 subscribers, Kyle said that he's going to shave his head, get his face completely pierced up. And,
Nice.
yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
I thought you said that.
No. No, I didn't say
He kept saying that like last night when you were like, I am a generous God.
Call me Xerxes. That's what I'm saying, everybody. All right. Well, Brian, thank you for being on episode 79 of Crashing with Friends.
So I've been listening since episode 1.
Yeah.
Never made it
Damn.
on.
Never a better time than now.
Well, you can blame Kyle for that.
I blame myself for that because he's been asking me forever.
Yeah, I get pretty annoying with how much I ask everybody. Yeah. But hey, you're never going to
Finally
get
made
people
it.
on if you don't
I
ask.
beat other people to it. So
There you go.
Next week, our guest could be you.
Yes, you.
or
You-
you.
You there.
You too, Jessica Biel.
But if you're one of my kids, it's not you.
Yeah.
No.
Ever.
Anybody got any closing words of wisdom?
Fish tacos.
Never trust a electrician with no eyebrows.
Ooh. Don't pee in the wind.
Pee with the wind.
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Crashing with friends.